Hello Dmitry Alexandrovich. The partner asks a question about Yalovega's patents and what the difference is between your patents. Please remind us how to answer this question correctly. Nikolay Vasilievich Yalovega has patented a special case, and the fact that he patented it in the United States is a combined target in order to leave the patent of Vlasov and Morozov behind. Nevertheless, all the patents that have been issued prior to our patents are special cases. There has been no general system of motor design. The general principles haven't been enunciated. Therefore, there were attempts, but all of those attempts resulted in the motor being firstly multi-layered and secondly complex. In addition, somebody said that the star and delta sequences are more preferable because they decided that there were some flows of current, and so on. And it was purely hypothetical. And all of this did not lead to a good result because it only complicated the design and in fact couldn't provide a stable result. In some cases there was some result, sometimes there were none, and so on. We have enunciated not only the principle of drawing diagrams, and the vast majority of those diagrams, unlike the diagrams developed by Yalovega, Vlasov, Morozov, and those developed in 1916, are single layer. The vast majority, 80% of the diagrams, are single layer ones. We have patented not only the principles, we have patented the basic diagrams. By multiplication and sublimation of these diagrams, you can get different variants for different combinations of the number of the stator slots and the number of pairs of poles. And in total, the reference guide now contains more than 150 proven diagrams, as well as the new diagrams that have been tested. That makes a total of about 300 diagrams based on this principle. Neither Nikolay Vasilievich Yalovega nor anyone else managed to do this. And this is what they provide there, and here are the combined winding diagrams. Have a look at what types they combine. Have a closer look. There are works by Hoffman who offers diagrams successively. Take a look, compare, these are different things. In addition, Ross Patent, the Federal Service for Intellectual Property, has professionals who would never issue a patent if our application had duplicated or in some way repeated something that was done before us. Because today there are attempts to overtake our patents. There is an interesting point. I won't specify the names. The patent for a motor, or it's better to say a drive, that contains a low noise motor. It's normal. I won't name the author, but the professionals have written about it, right? And there are pairwise connected slots of a short-circuited rotor, connected slots. Here I am reading such a thing and thinking, how do I connect the slots? I understand connecting rods in the slots. I understand that. But how do I connect the slots electrically? This is a big slot. 2 slots turned into one. There are 2 holes, yes, and they should be electrically connected to each other. And this is what the patent says. I can name the patents, but I don't want to. You can find the patents and see how much nonsense is written there, and decide if it's feasible at all. I have always been saying, take these patents and make something. Make something. If you take our patent, you can make a motor using a diagram from the reference guide. The winding details are specified there. They are provided there. Yes, there are still some diagrams that, let's say, provide the greatest result in terms of efficiency and so on. We haven't published them, for sure. But some basic information for mastering this technology and starting to use it is provided there. Name at least one or the reference guide, that contains such information. Has Yalovega published something like that? Or has Tesla published it when he was making his inventions? By the way, it's Tesla who came up with the idea of induction motor. Which ones? The modern ones, yes. But what does Nikola Tesla have to do with the modern three-phase motors like this? He wasn't even close. It was developed by Nikolay Yalovega, and he suggested a three-phase power system. And where was Tesla then? Tesla was engaged in developing single-phase and two-phase power systems. So he wasn't there and he never will. Therefore, there is exactly the same myth or legend about Tesla and the three-phase current system. The same is about 1916, saying that these motors were previously patented and no one invented anything new. These legends are the same, and there are a lot of such legends. And they are made by people who are far from all of this, who have not read anything, only heard. Somebody heard that there is a patent dating back to 1916, and what's next? Go and read it. And Tesla said a rotating field. Show the original source where Tesla spoke about a rotating field in a three-phase induction motor. He's not even close to these three-phase motors. Where did Nikolay Yalovega talk about a rotating field? He never said anything, never. Show me the document, and let's go by the documents. And so, somebody hears something and gets overly excited. Here we go, it was already invented, and this is a lie. Where did you come from then? Did you fall off a plane, run off a train? Where did you come from? If you're a specialist, if you're a scientist, or a technology-savvy person in general, then tell me that you have found a document and let's discuss it. Here is our patent and let's discuss it. And all they say is tut-tut and ouch. Imagine walking across a field and all of a sudden a hare appears in front of you and keeps running as fast as lightning God knows where. It emerges, stops, turns around, puts its ears up, and stands looking at you. I have largely associated the behavior of a hare and of such people. I think they have a lot in common. Because they have nothing to declare, they say something, blurt it out. But what do they mean? Well, if you're a normal person, come on, here is the original source, Yalovega's patent. Let's open it and open our patent for a low noise motor. Compare them and find where they overlap. No? Go on reading. Dmitry Alexandrovich, but Tesla is mentioned very often. I will not name the TV channel, but all the information is from it. Apparently they are experts. Well, what's my fault? They're experts. Oh yeah. They need to study a book published in the Soviet Union time, named Life of a Wonderful People. Read about Nikola Tesla there. Study it. View the patents. Have a look. Find Tesla's patents. Well, it's too complicated. What the patents are dedicated to, and so on, because so many things have been attributed to him. I'm not derogating his achievements. A great media project has been created with Morgan, it's excellent. But what is it for? It was created to kill the corresponding company. The IG company, Nikolay Yalovega. And he and Thomas Edison were fighting all the time to trample the rival and so on. It was purely a PR move. That's it, everything's fine. Just like in our time, Elon Musk has invented everything in the whole world. Everything has been invented by Musk. Show me Musk's patents. There is the Elon wheel, the mechanism wheel. This wheel was invented. You must have seen it. And they say, well, Elon Musk invented it. What does Musk have to do with it? This is the Elon wheel. Well, Musk's name is Elon, which sounds familiar to Elon, so this wheel is Elon's too. Okay,